Hello, welcome today to your 15 minutes Pilates with Pilates Peggy. Today I'm in the therapy space from Little Yoga Space, where also many therapies, massages are happening. So whenever you wanna have this, check at Little Yoga Space. So today, last time we did some core engagement. I would like to go to the same topic. So lay down onto your back. Have the hands onto your belly, and maybe even a little bit lower, the fingertips lower to your pelvis. And start breathing here. Inhale through the nose. If you want, close your eyes and exhale through the mouth. And observe what is going on underneath your hands. Which movements of breath can you feel underneath your hands? So I guess you can feel with the inhale how the belly is slightly expanding, and how naturally with the exhale the belly, the navel is dropping into the body in the direction of the spine. So let's use that moment of the belly moving into the body to engage the core, which means you're slightly exaggerating the movement of the belly inwards, and you give a tiny pull. Just checking, pulling the navel in. It never should be like stopping the breathing or pushing. Yeah, it's just the natural exhale movement that has a little bit more force and strength, and then supernaturally the inhale comes again. So there's also no forcing or no pushing into the inhale. If you have the eyes closed, open them, bring the arms up to the ceiling. Take a big inhale through the nose. And then let the head come up, let the legs come up, hug into your legs. And then start to curve your spine, exaggerate the exhale a little bit more, and start to push the belly as if you want to push it through the spine into the mat. Let the inhale just happen again. Put everything back down, arms up. And exhale, lifting up, making yourself small and round. Curve your lower spine, moving the belly inwards. And whenever the inhale comes, let it happen. And whenever the exhale happens, let it happen. And round your spine. So keep the spine moving. You stretch it long when the legs come down. And you curve it when you lift the legs up, and when you're hugging your knees. Going two more. And feel the movement of the belly inwards when you exhale. And then fill your lungs and fill your belly when you inhale. And next time when you're up, stay up. If you need some space for your belly, you can open the knees. Stay here, inhale, and exhale. Engage a little bit more the core. Bring the knees even closer to you. Maybe the sacrum is slightly lifting out of the floor. And move the belly into the body, into the floor. Check that you inhale. And then exaggerate a little bit more, make yourself even smaller, curve more. Can you also curve into the neck? Can you see your navel, your belly? One more. And then bringing the feet down, bringing the head down. If you need, switch the head from side to side. Okay, let's go with the hands again onto your belly. Inhaling again. Try to feel the same engagement from your belly, from your frontal wall, but this time don't round your spine. So you keep that air cushion, that air under your lumbar spine. Inhaling here. Exhale, engaging from your core. So it's the opposite as before. You're not going to round your spine. You're going to leave the spine long. So let's join with the movement. Inhale, arms up. You lift your head up. Spine is still long. Lower spine is long. You have air, you have space. Belly dropping in. Inhaling here. Lift the legs up. And still it's the same thing, you have the spine long. So it's the opposite from before. Before you were rounding your spine and you pushing the lower spine into the floor. Now keep the lower spine long. So from here, bring the legs a little bit more into the chest. Only as much as you can do that you still have the lumbar spine long. And move the legs slightly front. You choose when to inhale and when to exhale. But check that you inhale and that you exhale. And also check the quality of your breath. How does the breath sound? Is it a soft inhale and a long exhale? Or is there any pushing or pressing? If that comes up, then take a little break. Any struggle into the neck. Hands behind your head and let the head lean into the hands. Might be a little bit harder for the belly, but might be easier for the head. If this doesn't help, then bring the head down into the floor. Going 2 more here. And when the head is up, you also always can check your belly. You can look to your belly. How's the movement? Maybe inhale, slightly coming out. Exhale, dropping inwards. And then bring the legs down. Send the head back down. Stretch the arms beside your head, stretch the legs. Take a big inhale, widen into the belly, into the ribs, into the rib cage. And take a soft exhale, 1 more inhale. And a deep exhale. Okay, you can come up through the side if you want. You also can grab behind your legs and take a little swing. So let's go 2 things. So arms up, inhale. And exhale, engage again from your core so the belly moves into your body and only sending the arms down. So you want to keep your spine long. Inhale, arms up. Reach from the tailbone to the top of the head. And after feeling, by engaging the core, you create even more space in the backside of your body. Inhaling up. And exhale down. Any struggle here to sit long, you also can maybe cross your legs if you want, if that might be more comfortable. Or sitting onto your heels, into hero's position. All of those positions are fine. Inhaling, arms up. Using your exhale to engage your core and feel the space into your trunk and also the length into the spine. 1 more. Okay, so let's have the opposite. Let's start to move the spine with the engagement of the core. So it's the same long sitting. Inhale, you reach out of the spine. You start from your belly. The belly moves into the spine. The pelvis starts to curve. You roll down. You will see 1/4, half, 3/4 of the way. It's always where you still feel you can easily breathe. Yeah, and you also could talk whatever about what you've done at the weekend or which film you may have seen. So the breathing stays into soft quality even by working from the core. For me personally, it works inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. If that for you is the opposite or just different, then go what's for you natural for now. Going one more. And then reaching up, and then letting yourself hang to the front above your legs. Let the neck soften, let the whole spine get a stretch. Let the belly be soft. And then come back up. Grabbing behind your knees, behind your legs. You can keep them on the floor if that's easier for you, otherwise try to lift them up. So inhale, you try to sit long onto your sit bones. You go the same way again, you start to engage from your core, you roll down, vertebra by vertebra. You can take the legs as a little counterweight, so you really can count your vertebrae. Check that the sacrum is touching first. Then curve even more, let the lower spine touch. And only in the last moment, it's the thoracic spine. And then the legs coming down and the head arriving down. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Or if you want, in the middle, little stretch of the front side, you also can bring the arms beside your head. Next exhale, lifting again, legs and head starting from your core, grabbing behind your legs, inhaling here. You curve the spine, so try to send the belly down into the floor, curve the lower spine, and find your way back up, vertebra by vertebra. Inhale long. Yeah, so same is also possible if that is too much for you. Keep the feet down, same rolling down, and you can walk down along your legs, and also here still trying to go and count your vertebrae. So that also can be an option. Head arriving last, inhale, arms up to the ceiling or beside your head. And same thing for coming up, rolling up, tips of the shoulder blades. Then melt the lower spine down so you can come higher. And maybe if you need, grab behind your legs, step by step. Roll yourself up to sitting. And one more, inhale. Yeah, so choose your option for now or for today. Maybe behind the legs, use the feet up or in the floor. Most important is the tilting of the pelvis and the curving of the pelvis, so you're not dropping down like a board. Yeah, it really should be curved like a ball, so you easily can roll down. If there's any struggle, check that in the hardest moment that you still exhale, that there's no holding of the breath, so the muscles really can work. And if it's harder to come up, which is normally usually the thing, it's easier to roll down than up. You also, when the legs are up, you can take a soft swing with the lower legs, maybe to support, to come up to sitting. Okay, legs to the back into all fours. And then open the chest, so into a cat-cow movement, open into the chest. And then starting to curve your spine from the belly. So here the belly moves into the body, and as if it reaches out to the back and then curves the whole spine. Inhaling, open. And move the spine from your core. Exhale. So you can stick to that exercise, or if you want to have it a little bit more difficult, you do the same movement of the spine with the same core engagement, just with the difference. You tuck your toes, you lift your heels out of the floor, and you try to find the same movement. So inhale, you open the chest. You start from your belly to engage, and see how much and can you go into the curve with still keeping the shins parallel to the floor. You also can go here 1 or 2 times, and then you take a break and you bring the legs back down. The harder the exercise gets for you, check your inhale and also the sound of your exhale. And then level the spine into its length, sending the knees down slowly. And once they arrive, open the knees, bring the bum to the back, however you want, keep the toes tucked or long. And then let the belly soften between the legs, arms for more relaxing for the shoulders, maybe beside the head, for more stretching to the front. Choose what feels better for you. And then take a big inhale into the belly and exhale, no pulling of the navel, just soft belly. And bring the hands beside your knees, roll up vertebra by vertebra. And that was it already again for today. So core engagement, for me, always most important thing is that the quality of the breathing stays the same. Of course, the harder an exercise gets, also we may be struggling a little bit more, but that it never gets this hard, really hard belly. There should be movements going on. Yeah, the softer the breath stays, also the more easy it will be for the muscles to engage, and also that the body can react and still has spaces to do tiny adjustments and to move. Okay, so have a nice week and see you